In this section, we're going to factor expressions that fall under the category the difference of two squares. So they look like this. See, it's the difference of two squares. Well, whenever you have a polynomial that has this form, it will always factor into a plus b times a minus b. So whatever here is squared, that number by itself goes right here, and whatever's squared right here goes right here, and the two signs are different. Now we're also going to do some factoring for what we call perfect square trinomials, and they have these two forms right here. This one will always factor into a plus b times a plus b, which is a plus b quantity squared, and this one will factor into a minus b times a minus b, which is the quantity a minus b squared. So these are the formulas that you have to know to be able to do the factoring in this section. You can prove each one of them by simply multiplying these things back out to see that you get this. So for instance, if I multiply a plus b times a minus b, then I know that I'm going to multiply the first two and get a squared. I'm going to multiply the two outside ones and get minus ab. I'm going to multiply the two inside ones and get plus ab. And then I'm going to multiply the last two and I'm going to get minus b squared. Well, you can see that minus ab plus ab adds to 0, so this comes out to be just a squared minus b squared. So when you look at this multiplication here, you see I multiply these two things and I get a squared minus b squared. That means that you understand this. You understand why a squared minus b squared factors into this. So that's the understanding part of it. But to be able to work these problems, you have to memorize this. So whenever you see something in this form and you start to recognize things in this form, you automatically know that they're going to factor like this. So understanding is one thing, but you also have to be able to commit these formulas to memory to be successful in this section. So you're going to see a lot of these kinds of problems, and they're really pretty easy because they're formulas.